Hand Tools is brought to you by EXO Auto Works. EXO Auto Works is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment. Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today, 719-963-2020, or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios. Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is my go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15, that's TLANE15, for 15% off your order. The Toolbar, our new line of handmade soap produced in partnership with Crafts by Carolyn Lane, available on Etsy. This soap packs a punch of manly scent, like oak and fig, fresh cut lumber, cedar, and more masculine fragrances being developed all the time. With a soft touch of natural oils to cleanse and moisturize, use the link below to buy the Toolbar now. Once you try it, you'll never want to wash with anything else.
From EXO Auto Works. Streaming all over the world. It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity. With Eric Madrid and Trevor Lane. It's Man Tools.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, we don't have cutout Eric tonight, but Eric is on his way, so I went ahead and got the show started because we're already running late, and that was my fault to begin with. Had a school function this evening. Excuse me. We were putting together candygrams for a little fundraiser for the school. So I think I hear Eric pulling up now, so he should be here in just a second. And then we'll really get started. But yeah, that was fun. Doing little pipe cleaner antlers on candy canes to make them into reindeer. It's pretty neat. I'm pretty good at twisting up a pipe cleaner into an antler. Very proud of that. So it sounds like Eric parked, and he should be on his way up here in just a second, and we will really get rocking and rolling then. Got a great show for you guys tonight, as per usual. Don't have a whole lot to talk about my week. Fairly uneventful. The only thing really significant is my lovely daughter, Abby, keeps reminding me that she will be 14 on the 17th, and she's giving me a little countdown. She goes, 8 days, 9 days, whatever. There he is. I can hear him opening the door now. What's up, buddy? I kind of started without you. But I didn't have to have cutout Eric sit in for you. Yeah. Hey, all right. It's been that kind of week.
It's been that kind of week. Then some. Sorry, the invite said 8:30.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. You on your way? I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. I'll be there on time.
All right.
Ish. Sort of. What's up, everybody? So we're rolling?
We are.
What a show. It's like a real podcast. Camel's not Corona. So how you been, pal?
Not bad. I was just telling the fine folks about making reindeer candy canes for the school. They're doing a fundraiser.
We can't go to a concert unless you have a vaccination card.
That's what they say.
Congress is fighting over the 100 people in mandatory vaccination at work rule thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Senate just shot that down, right?
The Senate shot it down, yeah. We are everywhere in Boulder and in Fort Collins and all the trendy places. You have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And a condom.
Yeah.
And a hat and a helmet and a bite plate just to like walk around in their stores. But you can make candy at home and send it to the school.
No, this was at the school.
Even better.
And so the school has signs all over the place that say masks required. No one said word one to all the staff was masked. They were following their own rules, but they did not give a shit. Mm-hmm. The rest of us.
You put the chat up on the thingy. Yeah. Poor Faber.
Sure.
Man. Jesus. Hi, Keys.
Oh, she's commenting on your lack of facial hair.
It was a PPE decision. She'll know exactly what that means.
What kind of mask were you making sure would seal?
The one that makes you that ones that actually work.
Yeah. That's why the Army insists that they have
shaving regulations and continue to.
Yeah. At a house that was super hot, like built in the 50s.
Ooh.
Everything was hot for asbestos.
Yeah.
Everything.
Was this a fire?
Yeah.
So it should have been all right if it's full of asbestos, right?
Yeah, just great. So, as soon as the fire department, shot in 30,000 gallons of water into this house, and then you got to walk around in it.
That's wonderful.
I got new shoes, new pants.
I bet. Yeah.
A new jacket.
That's yeah, because that's not like that's not like just some fiberglass insulation, which can do a number on you too.
That's what I was breathing in today. I have a whole van full of fiberglass insulation bats that I had to move. So I'm all choking on those. Yeah, it's been bizarre. Yeah, I have a face. It's actually there. What's got face? Now I have to change my fucking avatars. Well, cheers, pal. I think it's been years since I've had a face.
It's been a while since I've seen that much face on you.
Yep, it's been a while.
All right, well, should we get into some news?
The nudes.
Well, we got some fun stuff tonight, so. So this first story I found very interesting. Something doesn't smell right with this. Check this out. So this is a dude with a COVID rapid test. And if I'm not mistaken, this was tweeted, and in his tweet he said one other test did this before this, which is why he decided to take a video of it.
Yep.
So tap water into the test. Going in where your boogers should go.
Yep. Your babas. Your saliva.
And
let me guess.
If it gets up to that C, that means you have COVID.
That's crazy.
So either there's COVID in the tap water, or these tests are garbage.
I would wager the tests are garbage.
That's probably a good bet.
Or it goes on the amount of fluoride.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's the amount of contaminant. Biocontaminant. So if that were fountain water, that thing would turn orange.
Well,
it would glow.
And I mean, he opened the package and you could see it said COVID test. So and it said, you can see it up on the upper left corner there too.
Jeez,
so
very COVID-y.
Wow. Yeah. So if you're in one of these vaxxer tests and your test comes out like that, it's quite possible it's a false positive. That's,
it's rigged.
Yeah, could be.
It's rigged.
This next story. Oh yeah, Rashida Talib, member of Congress, part of the squad, along with AOC and a couple other twats. I don't remember all who's in there, but she wants to cancel student loan debt, and here's her impassioned speech on why that should happen.
I worked full time Monday through Friday and took weekend classes to get my law degree, and still close to $200,000 in debt.
All right, so I'm going to pause there. So this includes a law degree.
Right.
Or is the law degree? It's either her bachelor's plus a law degree or
regardless
the law degree. But okay.
You're going to go to school for 8 years like secondary, out of high school into college.
Yeah, because
and
you
then
got to do
into
like pre-law
school.
and then law. Yeah.
So 8 years of working part-time, going to school part-time.
Yep.
You're going to accumulate debt.
Yeah. So, anyways. Oh,
And I
the other thing I
still-
wanted to point out is that she is a lawyer.
And makes well over $200,000 a year.
So she entered into this contract, which she now has a problem with.
over $70,000. And most of it was interest. Most of it was our own government making money and profit off of me. And
Duh.
I didn't go to the for-profit entities. I went to legal aid. I worked at the nonprofit organization fighting for, the right to breathe clean air, to fight.
That's on you.
That's a mistake.
That's on you. I mean, laudable,
Yeah.
but that's on you.
Yep. Yeah. Also, when she talks about so she may have gone to a not-for-profit school. The lenders are not-for-profit.
That's correct.
They're private lenders that have a guarantee from the government that they will be paid either by you or by the government.
For the worker that was getting their wage, taken and stolen from their employer. I went and worked on immigrant rights and so much more. And all of that to say, we have to stop treating as if folks that are paying for education, as if they bought some bougie car or some big, something beyond their, no, they were seeking an
A
education.
bougie car. Wow. I know 15-year-olds who say bougie.
Oh, man. This wasn't the full video. She goes on to say how she still owes $70,000 of her student loan.
Sure.
And the immediate thing that I saw pointed out was, so let me get this straight. You're a member of Congress who is in a position to potentially vote on student loan relief
And
or canceling that's what she wants.
of course. Yeah.
Isn't that some kind of conflict of interest if you still owe $70,000 worth
Yep.
of loan?
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
And also, you're a lawyer that entered into a contract that you apparently
You signed.
were either unwilling or unable to fulfill.
Yeah.
So,
So that's on you. I paid mine off.
yep.
Everybody I know is either still paying them or paid them off at some
Yeah,
point.
that's-
It just is what it is. So, be like Dave. Go to tech school.
Well, and here's the deal. Yes, that, and here's the problem. Like anything else, it wasn't really an issue until government stuck its nose in there. The real problem is that government guarantees those loans.
Yes.
Because that makes the schools go,
Here.
well, the schools go, here's how much we can afford to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to tack that on top of what we know the government will pay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're comfortable saying they don't give a shit if you don't pay. The government's going to pay them
Yep.
if you don't. So cool.
Yep.
So the schools charge that for tuition. The lenders then, of course, I mean, if there's a government guarantee, sure. We'll give you whatever they're willing to guarantee plus whatever we're willing to eat.
Uh-huh.
That's the problem.
It's a racket.
Get the government out of the student loans. If they were true competitive capitalist market type situations, they would compete with each other and student loan rates, if anything, would go down.
Yep.
Because they're fighting with each other for your business.
But the problem is the schools don't want that to happen.
No.
Because then enrollment rates would go down.
Yep. Well, that's it. That's the other thing too. Is everyone's being sold this bill of goods that everyone has to go to college.
You have to.
Have to. You can't amount to anything without
You
college.
can't go to college in the 1990s and then get a marketing degree, and in 2002 the entire way marketing works pivots and shifts. So you have an archaic degree. I mean, you have to go to college.
You have to go to college.
Have to. You end up slanging guitars at the Guitar Center.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who did that.
So, yeah. Canceling. the other thing too is the fairness. And I get that life's not fair.
Life isn't fair.
But the federal government shouldn't take steps to make it even less so.
Right. The problem we have definitely is that the government is interfering.
Yeah.
Is sticking their fat fingers into this pie. That's the problem I have with it. And always have. We're going to give you a government loan. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't want to hold Uncle Sam more than I have to.
Well, that's the other thing. What happens when you don't pay?
We pay.
If you're a taxpayer
mm-hmm.
and you're owed a refund, they go, sorry, you didn't pay your student loan.
Yeah.
We guaranteed that, so we're just going to keep your refund.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that. All right.
Sure.
But the problem is that our property taxes go up exponentially when, even regionally, because of the slush funds for roads and schools and that all goes up, and they call it cost of living.
I saw a thing. It's an interesting idea. It was saying property tax should end at 65, which I'm like, okay, can we go a little bit further than that and say property tax should end when your mortgage is paid?
That'll be better.
Like, because really what you're doing is continuing to pay rent to the state
for the land that you technically
even if you
own.
Bought.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what the breakdown is, but I'm sure most states repossess that property if you don't pay the tax.
Especially commercial properties.
Which means you're renting it.
You're renting it. It's so bad. So bad. And it just keeps going up.
You're a serf.
You are. If you own a home, you're a serf.
Oh yeah. This nonsense. So I don't know how everybody feels about the draft. I personally would like to see it just go away. But it exists. It's a thing. Unfortunately. There we go. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the
You're doing great, Trevor.
So
everybody tell Trevor he's doing great.
As I think everybody knows by now, women can serve in what they call combat arms positions in the military, which is like your infantry and your tankers and all that shit. So of course it was thank you Keys. So of course for equality there was immediately proposals to include women in the draft, because the whole idea is everyone that's fit to fight can be pressed into service.
Sure.
Now there's a lot of not our precious gals.
I love when the double-edged sword catches you on the other end.
Yeah. And oddly enough, not a whole lot of the feminists down with the patriarchy types are. There's a few what I would call the principled feminists that are like, yeah, this is great. But they're I like that, Keys. Keys says she's for it, but there needs to be a rule about not sending a mother and a father away at the same time.
I mean, they had that with if you're the only son.
Yeah, you can't go.
Yeah. Yes.
After the Private Ryan debacle.
Mm-hmm.
The Sullivans.
Yep.
That was really what drove it. Private Ryan's a fictional story, but the real brothers
rooted in
there were 3 brothers that all ended up killed in World War II, the Sullivans, and it was the end of their family line, and they were like, that shouldn't happen ever again.
Wait.
So yeah, and it's getting it's weird because it's like this is one of those weird things where it's not splitting up so much on party lines either, as most things do now. It's pretty much like, which way Dems are going to go and which way Republicans are going to go. This is just a mix of, there are people that are like, fair's fucking fair, and kind of more old school, like, I don't know how I feel about a mother or a daughter being sent off to fight. And it's like, well, if they can be in the combat arms job,
Well, did you see that chick that won Tough as Nails? I watched that reality show.
No.
It's like contractors go and compete against it. Of course, I watched that show. That chick won it. That used to be in the infantry.
Yeah.
She trounced those dudes. Like, she got after it.
Yeah. I mean, there's,
again, the man tools 80-20 rule. They're 20% that wants to go and do all this. Go for it.
Well, and that's why I lean more towards let's get rid of the draft.
Yep. So that there are people who have a compulsion that want to do the military.
And of course, the argument against that is, well, what if there's an unpopular war? I'm like, then we don't fucking fight it.
You fucking vote.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Let the Canadians figure their own shit out. They're a shifty people.
Yeah.
You watch out for them. Fucking Canadians. Canadians exports. You know the Canadians' biggest export is, right?
Maple stuff?
Music.
Oh.
I found out last night. Do you know what Germany's major export is?
Anger?
Consonants. That shit had me rolling. Consonants.
I think the Dutch might have them beat.
I mean, pretty close.
All right. Let's get into some cool stuff.
That snare, bro.
Speaking of that snare, I want to give a shout out to Silverman Sound Studios. That is where we get all of our royalty-free music. And they fucking rock.
You mean not from the Enharmonic studios?
If you had an audio library, we would happily use it.
You know what? I've thought about it. Seriously thought about it.
The Creative Commons licensing is beautiful. We just have to put a little blurb that says this is where we got it. And, yeah, but anyways, this is fucking rad.
This guy does construction underwater, in pitch black wastewater, and even raw sewage.
Raw sewage, that's disgusting.
Darren Mayer spends up to 8 hours a day.
Even if you're in like a dry suit, do you ever feel clean coming out of that?
No, you can't.
With only his hands to guide him.
I mean,
a lot of times in our wastewater jobs, you have zero visibility. You can't see anything. It's totally black. A lot of times we'll be lucky and have blueprints of the project.
Right, he's memorizing
so
fucking blueprints.
Of what's down there for like pipes.
With a mental picture and then welding shit together.
And we can use that.
Well, he said, if we're lucky, we have blueprints.
Yeah. We carry a tank on our back, and it's got just enough air, so if our compressor was to shut off or your hose was to rip out or break, you had enough air to get you to surface. The helmets we use, the reason why we use that and not like scuba diving or anything is because you need the helmet's protection while you're doing commercial work, construction work. You can't bang it off concrete. That's dangerous.
It's like a hard hat.
The water's really dark and you can't see around you.
Also, there's no fucking way I'd go into raw sewage with a scoop.
No way, dude.
Oh, you gotta hold this in my mouth? No, thank you.
Pipes open, or you could be just letting yourself descend, and you can't see anything below you because it's dark, and there could be a piece of rebar in the bottom that sticks you.
Dude, yeah, right. Just fucking hems you up.
There's a lot of just environmental problems that could come into play that you don't see coming.
Oh my God, Canadians aren't real.
Exposed, the current
They're
will
make
travel
believe.
to the skin, and you'll get like just a little jolt. We get zapped a lot, actually. I mean, it's not too dangerous. I guess it's not good for you, maybe. Typical jobs we can usually get done by like 2 o'clock, so we'll be in for like 4 to 5 hours. But if we're doing, like right now we're doing a project that's kind of supposed to last a few months, and we're in the water for like 8 hours out of the day.
Good Lord.
Half the time we'll show up and we'll just have like a broad statement of what our job is that day, and we might not even know what's going on until we actually get into the water and look at what's going on. And yeah, you really just pat around the whole way.
And I'm guessing a lot of times that statement of what you're doing is not what ends up being the
you could be
that scope of work
grounds truth.
That scope of work gets audited every minute you're underwater, and then
we always
edited.
wear steel toe boots. We always make sure we have gloves on. We usually use latex gloves to cover up, and then we'll put big rubber gloves over that. I get asked a lot if it's good money. Like everybody asks about the pay. It can be, but you have to enjoy it for a long time. You know, you have to really like what you do, and you have to be with the company long enough for them to give you enough benefits and leeway and trust you enough to give you the kind of money you want. So
like anything else,
people wanted to get in for the money.
Any other skilled labor job.
Yeah.
I actually like being in the water for a long time and be okay with being in the dark. And if you're claustrophobic, it's not really for you.
I bet. I'm sure.
Shit. Yeah, that was cool as hell.
Well, the other cool thing, it's not underwater, but it is underground. So this dude built a bar/man cave underneath his backyard. And we've got, I wish it was video, but it's like a photo gallery here. We're going to have a look at. I wonder if I can get rid of these comments. Can I? Nope. All right. Well,
yes, that thing.
Which thing?
The double arrows.
There we go. All right.
So dude digs up his backyard because he doesn't want to deal with his wife anymore. It happens. He digs it down to where it's deep enough to basically put in a bar.
Yeah. So there's concrete and
yep, poured the foundation and the footings. Boom. Oh, that's late. That's earlier. Oh yeah.
Oh, this looks like the process of getting the foundation
there.
Together.
It is. Foundation's in. Walls are in. It's a room inside a room, if you notice.
It's like a bunker.
Yep. Finished off. So there's airflow for radon to get out. That's the room in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Stairs going out. Inside the room.
So legit. So legit. And then buried. He's got his little tough shed right there to walk down into.
Yeah.
Put a little concrete over the top.
Does it show like a?
Oh yes.
Okay, finished interior. That's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
Wow,
dude, look at that shit.
That is pretty rad. Wow. God damn. It's a giant TV. Right? Or a projector or whatever that is.
Ran power, plumbing, whole 9 yards. The other thing I didn't see in there was a shitter, so you got to leave. You go throw a piss.
Well, he's got like a booth, like a restaurant booth.
Uh-huh. Hell yeah, man. You got about $100,000 to just throw around in your backyard. Might as well.
And we're back to the beginning. Cool.
It's a bar cellar. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
the coolest bar. I bet he calls it the bunker.
That's definitely a rad project.
Oh my god.
Well, first we're gonna take a little break.
We're gonna break
and hear from our sponsor, EXO AutoWorks. We're doing things a little differently.
Yeah, we're gonna try this out.
Check this out.
Over here, my brakes made an awful noise, and the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO AutoWorks. They did a great job on mine, and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO AutoWorks, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO AutoWorks today.
Thanks, EXO.
Thank you. And that, of course, brings us to our tool of the week, which this headline says it all. My dog is a vegetarian by choice. Mm-hmm. Well, this lady decides to put that to the test, and I think we can all already tell how that goes, but let's check this out.
So some of you just don't believe that my dog's a vegetarian.
Nope, we don't.
So I have this set up right now for you guys to see. We have this really gross, it's like a beef.
It's called a can of murder.
Food. And then I have this delicious green
murder
salad. So I'm going to bring her
so you
out
have food
and we're going to see which
and
one
what
she
food
wants.
eats.
That's right.
Also, my dog is very healthy. She loves greens. She loves her salad. And I don't force her to eat her salad. It's what she likes. Come here. Come here. Okay. Okay, so
yep,
this is
sniff.
Bonnie. She is my
usual garbage because you're a tool.
Vegetarian.
And oh my god!
No. We've got salad. Look,
Don't eat the salad. She's like,
fuck you, bitch.
Salad?
And then every time she lets her make the choice, I love the murder.
No, Bonnie.
No, Bonnie, no.
But totally by choice.
Totally
by choice.
No, Bonnie, no. Every time we go out for steaks, I'm going to tell you, no, Bonnie, no.
I got news for you. No dog is a vegetarian.
By choice. I mean, Schroeder used to like eating all the raspberries out of the garden, but that was just, they were tasty and sweet.
Yeah. My dogs dig like carrots and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
There's those snackies, but they're like, where's the food?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to the food.
Those nice snackies.
They want
Where's
meat.
the food?
Yeah. Fucking.
No, Bonnie, no. No, Bonnie, no.
That's because that's not food.
That's not food. Oh, that was good stuff.
Yeah, so definitely the tool of the week. I don't know that lady's name, but she's definitely a tool. That brings us to some the week in his history.
Oh yeah, I've got some rock and roll history for this week.
All right,
I'm sure you got some too.
First on the flank, get her started. Get fired at it, Frank.
Okay, first off, I'm going to say fuck Golden, Colorado.
Well, it was the capital.
At some point.
December 9th, 1867, the capital of the Colorado Territory was moved from Golden to Denver. And before that, you know where it was? Old Colorado City. That's why they called it Colorado City, because they at least wanted it to be the capital. I don't know if it was ever officially the capital.
No, it was a hub, though, to get over the mountains.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, December 10th, 1986, the largest mafia trial in history begins with 474 defendants in Palermo, Italy. And that is the defense side of the courtroom.
Fuck. That's nutty.
I think that's really just mainly their lawyers.
That is nutty.
Let's see, December 11th, 1936, Britain's King Edward VIII, not to be confused with Henry VIII, Edward VIII, abdicates his throne because he wants to marry American Wallace Warfield Simpson, who had been divorced. And because the monarch is the head of the church, they really had an issue with him marrying someone that had been
divorcee. Yeah.
Although now Charles appears to that they're okay with him becoming king, even though he himself has been divorced. So
the times change. They change.
Yep. Let's see. December 12th, 1995. Willie Brown beats the incumbent mayor Frank Jordan to become the first African-American mayor of San Francisco. Now, why is he significant? Well, mostly for that lady on the right, who is now our vice president. He was her gateway into politics. She literally wrecked his home.
Like, literally.
He had by all accounts, a very happy marriage until this woman started.
Until those showed up.
And, of course, it takes two to have something to happen. But,
well, sure.
You know, but, yeah.
You get those thrown in your face constantly.
Yeah, especially when she was that age.
And that picture needs to go viral.
Pretty soon she was the district attorney of San Francisco, and then the attorney general of California, and then the senator, and now
I didn't hear her bitching about her student loans.
No,
sure they got paid
I'm
off.
guessing they've been paid. Let's see, December 13th, 1812, the last remnants of Napoleon Bonaparte's Grand Army reached the safety of Kovno, Poland after their failed Russian campaign.
Whoops.
and a very costly retreat from Moscow. December 14th, 2012, at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, 20 children and 6 adults are shot to death by a 20-year-old gunman who then commits suicide. And I always like to point out, because of his mental conditions, he couldn't buy a gun of his own, so he stole one from his parents. I forget which one, or if they were together. Also, he was medicated to the gills. So everyone wants to blame the fact that guns exist. Oh, and another thing that I heard recently pointed out was the school actually asked to get doors that lock from the inside and were denied by somewhere higher up.
Mm-hmm.
And this was exactly the reason they wanted them, was to prevent unauthorized people from coming in.
Right.
Let's see. December, where am I at? 15th, 1791, the Bill of Rights is ratified in Congress and enumerates the restrictions placed on the federal government. Does not grant any rights, for those that are a little confused about that. It just says, here are the rights that we recognize that the federal government can never, ever
these are human
with.
Rights.
Yeah, you just have them.
These are laws of nature. On this day, we lost a couple of people in rock and roll history. John Lennon.
Oh, yeah.
Dimebag Darrell.
Wow, that was the same day.
Same fucking day. Shitty balls. And it's today in history. So, pour one out for those homies.
Is there any evidence that the Dimebag shooter picked that day because of the Lennon connection, or
no? That was just
circumstances.
That was a horrible happenstance.
The tour happened to be in his town.
The tour happened to be in his town. Them on stage that night.
Damn.
One other very notable. It was basically the Doors' first nail in the coffin. On this night in New Haven, Connecticut, 15 people were arrested, including Jim Morrison, because before the show, the security guard that was hired to protect Jim and the band caught Jim and a groupie in the showers in the arena downstairs stalls, banging it out.
Yeah.
And then told them, hey, you got to get out of here. And Jim told him, quote, eat it. He says, this is your last warning. He's like, this is your last warning to eat it. So he maced Jim Morrison right before a show. The management showed up and said, hey, man, you just maced the dude you're supposed to protect. Sorry, boss. But it was the police that were hired for security.
Yeah.
Jim went on, in his subtle and ever so eloquent way, his passive way on stage, explaining to the crowd what happened to him and why they were late to play.
Right. Yep.
The police then had enough and arrested Jim on stage.
Yep.
People of New Haven, Connecticut poured out into the streets, and another 14 people were arrested.
And of course, that was back when it was illegal to say fuck in public.
Yeah.
You had all these obscenity laws that eventually,
so bizarre.
Finally, thanks to people like Jim Morrison and Lenny Bruce and others, they went, no, that is freedom of speech is there for offensive shit. It's not there for stuff that's cuddles and rainbows.
Yeah. We want strippers and burritos too. So yeah, just an interesting little bit of musical history.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's not awesome, but I don't know where I was going.
It was you were surprised of contributing to the show.
Incredible.
Hey, look, Eric did something.
Well, I'm surprised at the convergence of things on a certain date.
Yeah, it's super bizarre.
Especially the shootings of two very influential and famous rock and roll musicians. Especially if there's no evidence the dude planned his killing of Dimebag around, it'll be the same day that Hinckley shot Lennon or whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that brings us to the end of the week in his story. And that, of course, is the end of our show.
We need another. We need one more. It's not just HR. It needs to be an HOA.
Oh, yeah, well.
Does anyone out there know what a group of Karens is called? Anyone? Bueller?
Well, I know what my answer is.
Tell them, Trevor. What is a group of Karens? So you have a gaggle of geese. Mm-hmm. You have a herd of cows.
Right.
You have a murder of crows.
Yes.
You have a congress of baboons.
A cunt of Karens?
That's right. That's exactly right. Ding, ding, ding.
And
Trevor for the win.
Of course, now we have merch for that. Taking a little piss on a Flock of Seagulls album cover because I went, what sounds like a cunt of Karens? And I'm like, oh, a flock of seagulls. So you've got your Karens there in
human resources. We need one with an HOA.
And then in place of I don't know what the weird little Delta thing is on their shirt, but I just put masks.
Of course you did. Oh, that's good stuff.
It's usually a Karen either telling you to wear one or complaining because you're an employee that told them to put one on.
Or having a meltdown in the break room because yours is on your chin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some new merch. Also, we've got a couple of holiday deals I want to point out. We've been talking about our deal on locals where you can get your first month free by using the code XMIS21. Well, if you use that same code on our merch store, you get free shipping. And same deal from now until the end of the year. Our little holiday deal. Yeah, that brings us to the end of the show. I need to find I want to find like a piece of music that's almost like, you know, the end song of the Incredible Hulk.
That's funny. Well, thank you for watching and or listening. We are at on the web at Man Tools Media. All of our social is on our Linktree/Man Tools Media. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's brand new. It's at the top of the page. So like, subscribe, share that bad boy so we can get everything rolling back on that one because we got hemmed up pretty good.
We did.
Buy our Man Tools merch, including the new Thug Thinkers ugly Christmas sweaters and our brand new Cunt of Karens.
That's right.
It's so amazing. Use code XMIS21 for free shipping. And the Toolbar soap from Crafts by Carolyn Lane on Etsy. If you haven't tried that yet, it is aromatic, refreshing, and
it's awesome. We're going to be purchasing the supplies to make a new batch, so some new fragrances will be coming out, including leather, bay rum, and I forget what the third one was. We picked 3. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I know leather and bay rum are in there. So
yep. I'm going to need 10, maybe 15, because I'm just going to put them in the basket to give away at our Christmas party.
Sure.
Everybody in their stockings is going to get some Man Tools soap. Use the support on locals link to get members only content for just $3 a month. And now through New Year's, you'll get 1 month free with the code XMIS21. Once again, like, subscribe, share, rate, review, do all of the things. We'd like to thank our sponsors again, EXO Auto Works and Enharmonic Studios. More sponsors coming soon.
All right. Well,
it's been a hell of a week, bro.
I feel you.
Yeah. It's been a hell of a week. You had kid stuff earlier.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a joy.
It is. I mean, they're the best.
Especially the school of kids that aren't yours.
How do you think I feel? I pay mortgage taxes.
And don't even use the school.
I don't even get to use the school. I don't skateboard anymore. You know, I can't just go over there and you see somebody my age walking over to a school. They're like, I don't know, man.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? It is what it is.
All right, well.
That's it for us.
We'll be back next week, but not the following week because it's Christmas time.
Christmas. Whoa.
So.
Hooray.
Yep. Good night, everybody.